Here's an incredibly simple tip that's going to help you rotate your body as you're hitting a topspin forehand. And Paula Badosa is showing this perfectly. When you're striking the ball on your forehand side, I want you to have your non-hitting hand rising as you hit. Let me show you what this means. Here's before contact. And I just want you to look where her left hand is her non-hitting hand. But watch after contact how her left hand is up here. So her non-hitting hand is rising as she hits the ball. Now, this seems benign, right? It's like, well, how could this mean anything? Well, when you're going to hit a forehand, you have to be able to rotate into the shot. And what your non-hitting hand does will either hinder or help your ability to rotate. Many recreational players, they drop this hand as they're hitting the ball, and it actually limits how much their body rotates. You want your non-hitting hand to be rising as you're hitting the ball. It will not impede your hip turn, and you'll be able to rotate into the shot. Now, there are many players, I can already see the comment section saying, but Ryan, when the body rotates, the non-hitting hand rises naturally. And yes, I agree with you, except many recreational players do not raise their non-hitting hand and it drops, and they're doing everything they can to rotate the body. So a simple catalyst to allow for the body rotation to occur is to raise your non-hitting hand as you're striking the ball. Here's Victoria Azarenka demonstrating the exact same thing. Watch her racket just before contact. What I meant to say is watch her non-hitting hand just before contact. So here's her non-hitting hand before she hits. Here's after she hits. Look how her left hand, since she's right-handed, her non-hitting hand is rising. Believe it or not, and you can test it out for yourself, have your non-hitting hand rising. Now, notice it's across. So you want to have your non-hitting hand across, and then it's going to clear. You can either stay up or it can drop slightly. I'm someone who drops slightly, kind of like Del Potro. You can see Azarenka does the same thing, but then you want it to rise as you are hitting the ball. This makes sure that your hips can turn into the shot. Here's a great view of Dominic Thiem doing the same thing. Look where his non-hitting hand is prior to hitting the ball. And look after he hits. His non-hitting hand is rising. This makes it so easy for the hips to turn. It's when the non-hitting hand drops and actually swings backward, which is so common in recreational tennis. And then what you end up seeing is the players have their arms crossed, and then they cannot turn their hips. You want that non-hitting hand rising as you hit the ball. Now, I'm no pro, but here's my attempt at having my non-hitting hand rising as I'm hitting. So before contact, my left hand is here. After contact, my left hand's here. So my left hand is rising. Look, none of us are pros. You know, if you're watching this video, you're not a pro tennis player. So we're just trying to do our best to copy the really important ideas. You want to turn your hips as you hit, and having the non-hitting hand rising as you're hitting the ball, as you rotate, is going to allow hip turn to occur. Now, the best way to practice these techniques is at home with a Topspin Pro. You can get a Topspin Pro using my link in the description. I'm also going to pin it in the first comment. I absolutely love the Topspin Pro, and I know you will too. And if you're looking for people in your local area to play matches against or practice with, or if you want to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, use my link in the description and pinned in the first comment, playercourt.com/2minute tennis. When you use my link to sign up, you get 50% off. Please go out and film yourself hitting forehands. Heck, be at your house and just shadow swing forehands. And I want you to work on having your non-hitting hand rising in front of you as you strike your shot. You're going to be able to turn your hips a lot more easily. You're going to get a lot more power, and your ability to hit topspin also will increase as well. You work on this, there's no doubt. You're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.